Well, Darrell, it's I feel like an episode of 24 here. It's 9:30 on Thursday. The loan deadline day today. What can you tell us?
Obviously, had a couple of no's this morning. I want to bring in a certain option that I've been looking for a long while now. We've had rejections through the season when we've made inquiries about players, but it's an important and on recruitment side, where it landed us, recruitment over the last few years has been disastrous. So, as well at times it can be a little bit impatient for certain people. It has to be right signings that fit into a right criteria, that fit into a right budget. So sometimes these things take time, but certainly something different in our attacking options is what we're looking for. Fortunately, I've had a couple of no's over there yesterday and this morning, which I thought might happen, but we still got till 5 o'clock today.
Yeah, if you don't add to the squad. It happens, doesn't it? You don't want to panic.
Listen, it's one of those. It's for me is that we've gone up a division and we're right amongst it. Had a couple of disappointing results. And it's about bouncing back and going again with a tough game Saturday. But it's certainly no doom and gloom amongst my squad members. At times we're playing some really good football. Unfortunately, we're getting punished by every mistake we sort of make at the back, and taking us 4 or 5 good opportunities to score a goal. So what we've got to do is we've got to make sure we're not giving silly goals away, which we have done throughout the last 4, that's for sure. It's a great strike for the second goal. I think a lot could have been done about that. Maybe could have closed him down a little bit quicker. So we've got to cut that out and take more of the opportunities that are coming our way, albeit a couple cleared off the line the other day. All the games, we've lost 8 games, we've won 8 games. 6 of the 8 games we've lost have been by a narrow goal that could have gone either way. So we find ourselves in a mid-table position, which, I keep going saying this, but 12 months ago I think everybody would give the right arms, the right legs and everything to be in the situation we're in and building for the future. And that's what I'm trying to do, build and cement to make sure that we are competing at the top end in the top 7 of the league too. And it's easy to say that, and it's certainly very hard to achieve that, especially with the amount of spending power that a lot of teams have got in this division this season and last to a certain extent. I've been spoke to managers and what it took and what sort of their finances were to get out of the division. But we've got a squad that's very capable on its day. We'll give anybody a game whoever they're playing. So we'll keep moving forward, working hard on the coaching field, because that's where you pick up the rewards come Saturdays.
In golfing terms, are Rovers level par, would you say, at the moment?
I'd say above, to be honest. For me, my biggest disappointment so far in this season has been obviously our own form. But I think if you could turn it round and 6 home wins and 2 away wins, we'd all be pretty delighted in the position and in being in a challenging pack. So that's got to turn round. It's got to turn round quick, and we've got to get that mentality going at home and away, really, to be honest with you, and kick on and get some more consistent results, because you've seen it at this level is if you can string 4 or 5 positive results together, all together, you're right in the mix.
Yeah. Exeter, they've had a very, very good week, haven't they? Beat their local rivals on Saturday.
I've got a lot of respect for Paul. I think he's a very good manager. I think he runs the show down there, literally runs everything, I think, to be honest with you, and they've had the financial troubles over the past year or two. I think they're having more of a go of it this year, and he's certainly got some good players and plays some really good football. He's a bit of a tinker man, likes to change his systems about, but they play very, very good football, and I think he's a very cute manager that's, I think, turned down big club moves before because he's happy at Exeter, and he likes to be the one that runs it. And I think a lot of managers would say if they could all have the capabilities of doing that at the football clubs, they'd snap your hand off, because a lot of times at football clubs people want to interfere when you haven't got a clue about football.
Is there a bit more emphasis on the, not because you lost on Tuesday, but you lost at Crawley as well on the Saturday?
Yeah, always is. Listen, slumps are slumps. 2 defeats. You don't ever want to lose 2 games back to back, but they can quickly go into 3, 4 defeats back to back if you allow it. So for me, it's always about trying to get the next performance, next result right, and kick on from there. But listen, this division's been like it for years. You can lose 15 games and still get in the playoffs. That's how it is. We're at the minute, if anything, we fell short of getting something out of the games when it's only been by the odd goal. So we fell short in that front on the points total. But we've also won 8 games, and only teams in the top 7 have won 8 games. They've just drawn 3 or 4 more than us.
Do you feel more confident because you're away on Saturday? Is that
I feel
a good
confident
thing?
anyway.
Yep.
To be honest with you, I don't think confidence is an issue. I think, I was a little bit concerned after we conceded the second the other night. I didn't see enough character in my team, which I'm very angry about, because if a lad scores from 25 yards with a great strike and there's not a lot can be done about it, we have to regroup. And for me, it took us 20 minutes to take that, and the players look mentally tired after that goal a little bit. Seemed to knock the stuffing out of them, and we can't afford that in front of our own punters, because our support's fantastic, and they get behind the lads when they're having a right good go. But I thought we lost our way for 20 minutes.
2 more general questions. We talk about loans in. Is there any prospect of loans out at all?
Yeah, there probably will be. To be honest with you, we'll see as the day progresses. I don't want to jump the gun on certain things, and we'll have to wait and see. And I'm sure there'll be a bit of news by the end of the day, one way or the other.
And as we just look forward to January as well, is it too early? What's January like compared to the summer?
January, yeah. I was just saying there to Keith, for me, the loan windows now have shut next year. So you've got August and January. Happy days as a manager, to be honest with you, because I might not get the 20,000 calls I have of managers, agents and whatnot, and you can focus more where the work should be done on the training ground. We need a bigger squad next season, that's for sure. But the windows are only open till the end of August, and open for a month in January, which is going to be a game changer for a lot of teams. The squad will have to be bigger, but I think it certainly makes it a little bit more easier to try and plan ahead, knowing that the windows are shut.
It's a bit of a fallacy. The transfer deadline's meant to be the end of August, and yet the loan window's kind of an unofficial transfer deadline.
It is, but like next season that all changes.
Yeah.
That all goes out the window. So yeah, we'll see how that works.